It is never worth it to have a child with the wrong person. It will never pay off. I don't care how glorified you see single motherhood on the internet and just in the world around you. We do that. We reframe single motherhood so that we can exist at peace, so that we can have a life where we truly enjoy it and we aren't just accepting whatever happens to us and laying down and saying that's what it is. We are taking our pain and turning it into something beautiful. We are allowing ourselves to change and shift the narrative based upon the bad decisions that we have made. This is by no means a marker or something for you to strive to as a woman. This is not an ideal situation, because what single mothers do not tell you, what they don't show you, what they do not reveal to you is the many nights that they spend crying, the many nights that we spend questioning, the many nights that we cry to God because we want a provider or because we want to be provided for, even if it's not by a man, but we want to be saved from having to bear everything ourselves. And they do not talk about the weight of having a child, having to show up for this child, having to do everything for this child and or children, and still having to do everything for self, and still having to keep on a good face so that your children don't think that you hate motherhood and that this is not where you want to be. It's a very hard place to be in. You don't see how we have to deal with these residual feelings of anger or resentment and rage because the men don't have to show up like we do. Men have this privilege where they can detach from their children emotionally and go on with their life. Most women, though there are women who have abandoned their own seed, most women cannot just walk away and not care about something that they spent 9 months nourishing. Most of the time women can't just turn their back on something like that. But oftentimes men can and do. And it's not to be glorified because it doesn't feel good. I can tell you, as a single mother now who was married, so it's not even just, oh, I'm an ex-wife and there's a difference between a baby mama. Nobody cares, because the reality is that I can say I'm an ex-wife all I want, but the reality is I'm doing motherhood by myself. I'm doing parenthood by myself. This man sent me $50 a week, and he's not really involved. That's it. You know? And God forbid I ask for any more to help cover some costs that have to do with daycare or something else, and he don't have it. So it's like, coming from a single mother, it's not worth it. It's not worth making bad decisions. It's not worth the temporary pleasure. It's not worth it. Guard your womb. Your womb is sacred and it belongs to you, and you get to decide who you give it to in order to give you the kind of children that you desire. Okay? And when I say that, I mean, if he is not someone that you want to create someone just like, you need to not lay down with this man. We live in a hypersexual culture where you lay down with people without thinking about, damn, I could have a kid or STD or whatever. You don't think about that. You just do things off of impulse and lack of self-control. But you need to start thinking about things before you do them. Having a child with a person will impact your entire life. And it's not worth you going unloved. It's not worth you being at war with yourself. It's not worth the trauma that is birthed through you choosing wrong. There are repercussions for your bad decisions. You cannot afford to not know your worth and your value. I don't care how prude you come off, how lame you come off, how whatever. Stick to your standards. Hold yourself in high regard. Do not sleep with men just because you feel like it, just because he told you some nice words and it made you feel good. Don't sleep with a man just because we both grown. We know what we doing. That's stupid. You sound dumb. Choosing the wrong man may get you up out of here. It may put you in a position to where you are set back for years. Choosing the wrong man could impact your life and will impact your life 100%. It's only about the severity to which it will impact your life. There's no question as to if. It's more so how hard is this going to hit me if I choose the wrong man? That's really what it is. So really think about your decisions before you make them with these men. Before you lay down off the strength of just hearing some nice words, and he kind of put me into his future, and he making plans with me, and he taking me out on dates, and he paying for stuff. Like, think about it before you get on your back and open your legs for a man. Truly think about this man's character, who he is.